Okay, let's talk about Mad Max Fury Road first. What I would say about Fury Road is an experience. It's about the whole thing. It's not really about specifically the plot or having the biggest action scene or having the smartest dialogue. There's hardly any dialogue. What it is an accumulation of events. So that you're always beside the main characters and you're seeing the events through their eyes. So it's experience rather than a basic generic plot. The plot gets from A to B, but it's how the characters actually react to the experiences that count. So you start off with Max being captured by Immortan Joe's men and basically been put in a blood bag, which is basically his blood goes to help the henchman of the villain. At that point, Charlize Theron's character steals the villain's bride through like the five unaffected, uncorrupted women with no radiation so he can have children and offspring to take over from him. That's the plot. Theron steals the brides, drives off with them. Max is, as a blood bag, is on the car of one of the henchmen, and eventually they catch up with Theron and Max ends up helping her out. This is done grudgingly over time. What's great about it is basically it's about little looks, it's about people making decisions slowly but surely. It's all about people looking at the environment, looking at how any decision will affect them and slowly thinking away through the situation. And you also see characters like Nicholas Holt's henchmen who are incapable of thinking away through a situation in the first half of the movie. And you're actually watching them and how they've been trapped by their own ideals and how that's affected them. But the joy of the movie actually is the looks, the little glances, and how that tells you a lot about character. I mean, Tom Hardy's an amazing Max, but he says, like, I don't know, but 20 lines in the whole movie. He does the introduction, explain the world, which is about 5 lines, and the rest of the time he basically reacts and nods and points guns, but it's how he actually points the gun, it's how he looks at people, it's the little glances, the little thumbs up he gives and things like that actually tell you a lot of the character and how he's damaged and how he can't communicate. His accent pretty much sounds like a guy who hasn't spoken for years. It's like he's trying to learn how to use his voice again. That's what's great about it. You actually see a lot of character through, like, how the voice is, how he reacts, how he looks, how he glances at people. And you get a lot more than you would ever get out of basically a monologue with this guy. You'd actually get a lot more just by seeing how he reacts, how he improvises within a situation. Same with Theron's Furiosa, who is very hard, very tough, who's taking these women away from the villain and risking their life to do it for two different reasons. One is to protect these women, and two is to get revenge on the villain who she hates. So there's two different conflicting motivations. But the great thing is that they actually have these motivations as something that basically evolve through time, and you see why both motivations are actually in place and one's not placed above the other. The same with Max. Max wants to survive, that's his main focus of the whole movie. But you see him slowly warm to the fight these other people and helps them, but he doesn't help them with speech, he just helps them with action, with what he does, with asking simple questions. And they build and build because George Miller, the director, knows how to do a close-up, knows how to do a wide shot, so it means things. So he's obviously planned all the movie out so that an action scene reaches a peak, then there's a character moment, then it reaches another peak, there's another character moment. So there's always character moments within the action. So you're never watching empty action, you're always watching action with purpose. And that's what's great about the film. There's always purpose to everything that happens. So it's a 2-hour basic experience. You feel you're watching an over-the-top experience, but it has lots of human moments, so you're always, basically tied to the characters, and you want them to survive. So when some people die, there's an impact. And when people make sacrifices, there's an impact. And when people do things that they know will damage themselves to protect other people, it actually has an impact. So it's the exact opposite of something like Transformers, where there's lots of action, but you don't care about anything. This is about how actions affect people. So it's a wonderful film, and it's a very primal film. You could have made this as a silent film, and it wouldn't have been a problem. It's just everything's very much cut to the core. Sort of like the way the later Fritz Lang movies are the same kind of feeling, like an older director who now has enough films to know what to cut out and how to focus it on the basics so you get the point of the story, which is wonderful to watch because so many movies don't do that, and a lot of directors, I think, older lose that gift basically. So the Millers have got better, and this is an amazing film. So it's film not just to watch once, but to watch a lot of times and enjoy and just keep experiencing it because even we know what's going to happen next. The way it's shot means you're still invested in the story, and that's what makes it a great film because you're still invested even though you've seen it. But you're watching it to actually experience the emotions, the characters, and how they survive in the situation. So it's an amazing film.